One of the most striking elements of Pale Flower is the musical score by Toru Takemitsu. It's a revelation for its combination of Western avant-garde jazz, inspired by the likes of John Cage and Ornette Coleman, with traditional Japanese composition and instrumentation. It's complex and spellbinding, but director Masahiro Shinoda wisely doesn't overuse it. In the stretches where Takemitsu's music drops out, there's still something akin to a score. Shinoda artfully arranges noises and sound effects to maintain the hypnotic sonic spell. And he saves the best for last. For the literally and metaphorically climactic murder, he uses the aria Dido's Lament from the 17th century opera Dido and Aeneas by Henry Purcell. This was a daring artistic choice for a film made in 1964, using classical opera over a scene that's an erotic commingling of desire and murder. It was also years ahead of its time. One can assume that Martin Scorsese saw Pale Flower at an impressionable age. Now, as for Shinoda's own filmmaking influences, let's bring this full circle for Noir Alley fans. Shinoda once said that the main inspiration for this film was the 1959 noir Odds Against Tomorrow, directed by Robert Wise. Specifically, he was fascinated by the scenes of the bank robbers waiting in isolation for the hour of the big heist. It was that feeling of pensive anticipation Shinoda wanted to recreate in this film. Learning that Robert Wise was an inspiration to Masahiro Shinoda is precisely why I love watching movies from all over the world, to find where the connections outweigh the differences. As for the hanafuda used in the arcane gambling game, these were traditionally thick paper playing cards, slightly smaller than a traditional deck. For the film, Shinoda opted for tiles to accentuate the clicking sound, which was accomplished by recording a tap dancer and layering that sound in multiple tracks. Also worth noting, a Japanese company was created in 1889 for the express purpose of manufacturing hanafuda cards. It was called Nintendo, the same company that decades later would become a pioneer of video games. I have no interest in there being a remake of Pale Flower that uses electronic gadgets in place of those tiles. I am not ready, Player One. As for the stars of today's film, playing characters hell-bent on tempting death, I'm happy to say their real lives were totally different. Pale Flower brought Ryo Akebi out of self-imposed retirement, and he kept making films into the late 80s, while also working as a writer. He passed away nearly 15 years ago at 92 years of age. Mariko Kaga began acting at 17 in Shinoda's Tears on the Lion's Mane. The Japanese do have a knack for evocative film titles, and I'm happy to report that she is still working at 81 years of age. These days, she looks all of about 40. Next week, I will be back in Hollywood, circa 1948, for a film noir classic based on one of the most famous radio shows of all time, starring my favorite actress of all time. Want to guess? That's right, Sorry, Wrong Number, coming to you from Oakland's Bar 355, which, where cocktails are concerned, is definitely the right number. Until then, I'm hankering for a bowl of ramen. I'll see you next week.